Welcome back, trainers. So in this video, we're going to be taking a look at Uxie in the Catch Cup. So yeah, I was fortunate enough to get invited to one of these, thanks to Fleece King, and now I have a couple. So I did power it up, I do believe, once or twice, and we're definitely not going to be buying a secondary move on this. So we're going to be going with Confusion for the quick move, and for the charge move, I did test out Future Sight, and I just decided to go ahead and go with Thunder. It's going to be giving me coverage up against those steel types or anything else. Obviously, it's not going to be good up against ground, but hey, it is what it is, and it did work out quite nicely. We're going to be pairing it up with Cast Form Sunny, which this is the one we did catch in the sunny weather, so we didn't put any Stardust into it or buy a secondary move. The Skarmory, we did get that through Go Battle League, and we did power it up. No secondary move, though. And it was fun, all right? So let's see what we have going on here. It is a little tank, right? It is not ranked so well as far as the Great League is concerned. It's around 230 or something like that. So pretty high up on the list, but it can take hits and dish out that decent damage with Confusion and the Thunder, if you're able to get that through. So there's also going to be a lot of news, guys, that I haven't really been covering, which we're going to be going over. It is kind of like data mined information, as well as some mega raids are going to be taking off, and we're going to be left with just a couple. So we'll go over that in another video. But for now, just want to bring you guys a little bit of entertainment, because I know maybe some of you are with family or traveling, or maybe you're just at home, and going to give you a little something to watch here. And with that said, I hope everybody had a great day. Let's go ahead and get into the full commentary. Now, I wanted to throw this video in here because this trainer is using a Mawile, and it is going to absolutely just demolish my team here. I mean, the cast form is going to be good up against it. I don't think that was not my intention. I should have went into Uxie first, but hey, now we're up against the Altaria here, and you know, Dragon resists fire, and that is the only charge move we have. So we're not looking too hot here, and we're definitely not going to shield any of that up. They do have plenty of energy here, so I think we're probably going to want to go in here with the Skarmory and just let everything go through, and then just put all of our hope into the Uxie with the two shields here and one charge move, which is Thunder. So we're going to go ahead and swap here. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to take it out before it's able to get to a charge move here. We're going to go ahead and let it go through, seeing that we were discussing it is kind of tanky. So still holding on to two shields here, and it's a Skarmory. So this is going to be doing a ton of damage if they let it go through. Highly doubt it. They have two shields left. Exactly. They're going to be shielding up that first one. And we're going to go ahead and finally use our shield. So the Skarmory is going to be resisting the confusions. They are starting to kind of add up. Let's see if they want to let this one go through or shield it up. They're going to be letting it go through. We're not quite able to take it out. Trying to farm it down with our Skarmory. Not quite able to make it. And we're going to be using our last shield here, farming them up. I already knew this was a loss. I just wanted to stay in here and give them the full fight that they deserved with that Mawile that they are bringing into the Go Battle League Catch Cup over here. Let's get it. So it is a good time to make a Pokemon that you've been thinking about making for a while. It's not like, oh, you know, the Pokemon that you use for this cup or you make or invest in is a waste. I mean, maybe you didn't have something and now's the time to make it. And you're going to be kind of on a leg up from other people that have had it made already that are not going to make another one. So you see where that's going. So we have a great lead. This is obviously self-explanatory. A grass and steel type up against a fire Pokemon. So this is great. Now, if they do have Thunder, that is going to be doing decent damage. But let's see. It's going to be getting off a Power Whip. So that's not going to be very effective. The plan is to not shield anything. They're going to be swapping into Mandibuzz here. And I kind of was thinking exactly what I should do. We should definitely go Skarmory, but we're going to go ahead and get that through first. Seeing that the Uxie is going to be taking super effective damage from those dark type moves, hitting us with a foul play neutral damage. So Mandibuzz, as you may know, is pretty tanky here. So let's see how much damage this does. You know, it's doing decent damage there. Okay, still holding on to two shields. Do I decide to invest? We're gonna let it go through. Okay, and we're gonna farm down. Let's get it. Fantastic. We have a charge move ready to go. They have one shield. Let's see if they're going to shield this up. And it is going to be a Magneton. So we're going to be swapping into our cast form immediately, trying to get off this weather ball before they can retreat. And we're doing quite a bit of damage to that thing. We're going to definitely be shielding this up. And they do have the Ferrothorn back there. So this is pretty much GG. I just need to shield everything up. And we're going to be looking good here. Yeah, I'm just going to shield this up and just take it out with quick moves. I could have hit the charge move, but yeah, I don't want to spend all the time doing that. So much time, right? Into the next battle, we're going to be leading with the cast form, met with a Toxicroak, so this can be a bit troublesome because they do have Mudshot, I would assume. So we're going to go ahead and swap into Skarmory, seeing that we do have 2 Pokemon that are going to be able to counter the Toxicroak there. We have the Uxie, which is going to be doing a lot of damage with its Confusion. So we don't need to worry about throwing our hard counter in there right now. They're going to be actually bringing in their own Skarmory here, so we're going to go ahead, I think, let everything go through, just do as much damage as we can, and then just go in with the cast form. Maybe try to farm down to some degree here, as we do bring this Skarmory lower and lower. Looks like they're going to be kind of forced to throw energy here, or we're going to be able to get to another charge, and now they're going to farm us down, now that they know that we've used our energy. They're going to be using a shield. Alright, so we're definitely going to be going in here with the cast form, farming it down, and we're going to let this go through. We're going to save those shields for the Uxie. Yeah, you're going to see more gameplay from it. It's just going to take a very specific time to use it. So we're going to be throwing that in there immediately. They're going to be going into their Whimsicott here, which does have Razor Leaf. As you can see, the Confusion is almost neck to neck with that damage output for both of us. So getting off that Thunder, not very effective. They still have 1 shield holding on to it. I think it would have been the time to use it, or maybe they just want to save it for the Toxicroak. We're barely able to survive here, getting off this Thunder, expecting a shield, but the Confusion was not even able to get through because it is so slow. Throwing the cast form in here, and we're able to take the win because we got that last shield, and we're taking the win with 2 shields on our end. Let's get it. I wasn't trying to flex, it just ended up like that. Into the next battle, we're met with a Berserker, and they're going to be swapping into a Crobat. Had to process that for just a moment. I was like, okay, go Confusion. So we're going to go ahead and throw this thing in here. We're not going to shield up anything. And check this out, hitting me with a Shadow Ball, doing a ton of damage. And I'm able to still take them out, surviving with 1 HP. This thing is just a tank. And we have a charge move ready to go. So we're going to be throwing that immediately. Looks like that was a Charm. And it is going to be Togekiss. So that would have done super effective. We do have the Skarmory. And we do have the cast form, which both are going to be able to take out the Togekiss with ease because they're going to be resisting the Charm. So we're going to go ahead and throw this Sky Attack. No need to farm up. They've used both shields at this point, so we're in a beautiful position. Going to go ahead and shield this up. Could have been a potential flamethrower. Wasn't counting those charms. They're going to be going into the Berserker, which is going to be weak to fire, and we're just going to swap right into our cast form, getting that through because there's no more shields. 1 more Ember is going to be finishing it off, getting to our Weather Ball, and the cast form has been just putting in work for me. This thing is amazing. I mean, if you have one, if you're able to catch a level 1 without investing too much Stardust, then, you know, you should probably use it if you're, you know, die hard trying to get some wins here. I mean, you have the reward, so it's not like it's pointless. You don't really need to try because anybody can get to rank 10. It's not like that. I mean, you can still get your rewards. So into the next battle here, we're met with an Obstagoon, and, you know, there's worse leads, you know. There's Wishcast or, I don't know, anything that's super effective to me, right? But this thing's pretty tanky, but the damage is starting to really add up because just, you know, counters, such a good move. Alright, so we're going to be using our first shield, getting off this Weather Ball here, and they're going to be using a shield as well, but we did build up extra energy, so we're going to be able to get off another one. This is not going to, unfortunately, bring it, you know, low enough to be threatening it. So we're going to just let this go through. It'd be pointless to shield this up. They would have taken us out with counter anyways, and I'm not going to double up. Here I'm hoping I can take it out with Confusion. I know it's resisted. I just wanted to, you know, see if I was able to do it, and unfortunately not able to get off 1 more of those and doing super effective damage. Bringing in the Skarmory here. Let's see, this is why I have Thunder, and they're shielding it up. Yeah, let's go. So we're going to be swapping into our Skarmory as soon as we get that off. And we're going to go ahead and let this go through. We're still holding on to 1 shield. They haven't swapped, so maybe they have something back there that does not really want to see the Skarmory. But we're going to let this one go through as well. We want to kind of hold on to a shield potentially for the Uxie. That Confusion damage is going to be hurting a lot of Pokemon. And since the Obstagoon is out, I would assume maybe that there's not another Pokemon that's going to be resisting. Although we have a Skarmory here, so that's 2. So they're able to get to another one. We're finally going to use a shield, and what we're going to do is farm it down here. Looks like we're not saving the shield for the Uxie, and getting out this Sky Attack onto the Togekiss that they do have back there. And alright, another Togekiss. In comes the Uxie, and this is going to be pretty close. Oh yeah, I left this video in here. This is how you throw a battle. So I should have just stayed in there with the Skarmory and got into a Sky Attack. Me swapping into the Uxie and then, you know, getting in a few quick moves and allowing them to charge as well. just put me in a bad position, and I was not able to get to the Sky Attack. So yeah, that's fun. So for the next battle, we're met with an Alolan Graveler here. So we're going to catch whatever charge move. Looks like it's going to be that Rock Blast, okay. And they're going to be swapping. And the Uxie just taking the damage like a champ. Able to get to a Thunder here. Let's see if they want to use a shield on that Clefable, and they do. So there's one shield out of them. And I think they're probably just going to farm us down here. Yeah, I don't even know if they're at their charge move yet. So we can go in with Skarmory, or we can go in with the Cast Form. We're going to go ahead and go in with the Skarmory though. And we're going to let this go through. Everything it's going to throw at us is not very effective. The Meteor Mash, the whatever fairy move it has, and Psychic. So we're able to farm it down, have a ton of energy here. It looks like I want to swap immediately into this Graveler and get off the Weather Ball, because Skarmory up against it is not looking great. It's a rock and electric type, and that's going to be massively resisting flying moves. So better off just throwing fire moves at it. So here we go. We're going to have to protect this little thing as much as possible. So we're getting it pretty low, and they have no more shields. They're swapping into their Cherrim here, and I don't think my switch clock is quite up. I'm going to be throwing this and seeing if it is after this. No, that's pretty much going to KO. So we're going to let this go through. The Skarmory does have a charge move, so we're going to be perfectly fine. But we're able to get to another Weather Ball here, so excellent. This should KO. Cast Form, putting in work. Let's go. All right. This thing, I haven't even spent a penny on it, and it's just doing the most work. Into the next battle here, we're met with a Voltorb with the Volt Switch here. Usually has a Foul Play, right? And let's see what else. A Discharge, there you go. Not a bad, pick, right? It's a pretty good Pokemon, pretty decent moves. We're going to go ahead and go for the Weather Ball here, but again, the Cast Form is just so tanky. We're going to be able to get to our charge moves a little bit faster as well, and looks great. So we're getting a shield out of them. They're going to be swapping right at the last second into the Wigglytuff. Now I could have swapped as well, but I just decided to let it take us out. It's no problem. That Voltorb does have energy, but we can handle it later on. So this is going to be a great matchup. We're going to let everything go through yet again. It is going to be an Ice Beam, doing decent damage. Did a little bit more than I thought. It's been a while since I had an Ice Beam to the face from Wigglytuff using Skarmory here. So I expected them to do this. This was a horrible shield. Horrible shield. I didn't mean to tap on it. So that was a complete waste of energy and a shield. In comes a Granbull. It's all up to you, Uxie. It's all up to you, buddy. Can you do it for us? So the charms are starting to add up here, and we're getting a little nervous. Skarmory has a little bit of health. It's going to be resisted by the charms, so let's see what we can do here. All right, there was no point for me to throw that, to be honest. No point. So we have one shield left right when we need it. Is this going to be it? Are we going to be able to take this? And we do. Fantastic. Looking good. Thank you, Skarmory. Thank you, every Pokemon that put in work there. All right, into the next battle here. We're met with a Scrafty. And Scrafty's pretty good. It's, going to be dishing out that damage with that counter. And then Power Up Punch, even more damage. So let's see what we can do here. We do not want our Uxie to go up against it. Skarmory, yeah, that's going to be a little bit more comfortable. They're going to be swapping into their own Skarmory, though, as soon as I do that. So let's see how this does play out. We're going to go ahead and let that go through. We kind of want to see if we can time it so that they don't get in an extra quick move here. And they got in an extra one there, so beautiful. We're already off to a fantastic start here. So we do have another Sky Attack, and it looks like we're able to time it so they did not get another quick move in. And what do I do? Do we want to let, we're going to let this go through here. Okay. And a little lag. Swapping. I do believe there's a time where my Uxie has a Thunder and I can't tap on it. I think we're going to see that battle here in a bit, because, man, that was annoying. Building all the way up to a Thunder and I can't use it when their shields were down. I think that's what the case was. But anyways, the Magmar's taking us out. We're going to go ahead and go in here with our little Psychic tank and just let everything go through and farm down at this point. Brick Break, not very effective. I like it. Confusion taking it down. They still have one shield. We have two. They're going in here with the Scrafty. Now, here's where we need to call it. And we're letting it go through. Just a Power Up Punch. A good call on not wasting that shield there. The foul plays are going to be doing a lot more damage. So letting that Thunder go through. Maybe they were expecting like a Future Sight or something. I don't know. But maybe we should have used that shield there. And they do have that Skarmory in the back with energy ready to go. So good thing we still have a shield left here. And at this point, I think we just Confusion down. Yeah. And then the Scrafty's just going to Yep, go down by 1 confusion. Looking good. Alrighty, into the next battle here, folks. We got quite a few. Met with a Snorlax. Okay, this is interesting. You know, it could have Earthquake. I could see people running that and just surprising you. So we're just going to get these weather balls off as soon as possible. And I do believe I shielded up the first one here because I was like, you know what, that would suck to get hit by an Earthquake. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Just a Body Slam. So at this point, what I want to do, I think, is not shield up anything else and try to catch a Body Slam while keeping the cast form alive here. I think that's what I might do. So we're going to let this Body Slam go through. Fantastic. Farming and throwing it in. Perfect. Catching this. This is not going to be very effective because of the steel typing here. And let's see if they swap. They are. That Snorlax has pretty much no health left, and they're going to be going into an Electivire. So this is obviously not very effective. Let's see how we do play this out. Please go for a Wild Charge so you have lower defense, please. We're going to be able to farm you down a little bit easier, and a Wild Charge. There it goes. So they did farm quite a bit, so they are probably almost to another one, so we need to be cautious about that. Throwing in the cast form that does have energy, we're just going to get it off instantly before they're able to. It looks like they didn't want to use a shield, and they have a Magmar in the back with a Fighting Quick move, so this is looking fantastic for us here. I think we're actually going to let this go through. Oh no, we're shielding it up. Why not shield? Who knows? Yeah, who knows? No need to flex. Let's go ahead and shield up our tank here. Just continue on with the farm. And yeah, they tried swapping there. They had no health. It just went down and then they back out. So we're going to be taking the win with the Uxie, putting in work. Let's go. It's a fun little Pokemon, guys. It's like nothing to take super serious. I'm just using it because, well, Catch Cup, and I actually just registered it to my deck, so let's have a little fun with it. So we're going to be having a great lead with that Wigglytuff. They're going to be swapping into a Galarian Stunfisk. Again, another decent lead. The charge moves are going to be super effective to us, but with this energy advantage, we're going to be looking great. We're either going to take it out, or we're going to get all of their shields, or both. All right, so let's see. We're getting 1 shield out of them, and at this point, we're going to shield up again. I hope we might let it go through. Oh no, yep, shielded up again. We have way too much energy. It's swapping into the Uxie to farm it down, and unfortunately we're not able to. That's okay. We're going to be able to tank whatever it throws. Just going to be a Rock Slide, just a little tickle, no problem, while getting energy for our Thunder here. They do have 1 shield left, and here comes the Skarmory. If they let this go through, this is going to be beautiful, and they do. Let's go. There you go. That's the reason why I have Thunder on it, because there is an abundance of Skarmory, and the confusion is not very effective. At least we have something to counteract it. Swift is also not going to be very effective. Normal typing and Future Sight is not very effective, so Thunder's giving me a bit of coverage. Swapping right back into our cast form here as I go into that Wigglytuff and going for that charge move right away. Getting that last shield. We have no more shields. Can we get to the Weather Ball? Yes, we can do it, but are we going to be able to take it out is the question. Bringing it fairly low, and they're able to finish this off, and they have a charge move, but the Skarmory has a ton of health left, so we're going to be looking good here. Hitting us with Play Rough, but it's not going to happen. Their Skarmory is not going to be able to get to a charge move. Even if it was able to get to a Brave Bird, I don't think they're able to take us out there, and we're taking the win. Looking good. Into the next battle here. Let's see what we're going to be met with, and it's going to be a Whimsicott. Beautiful. Alright, so I started to see a lot of these Barrels around here simultaneously one after another in these battles. I don't know what was going on here, but yeah, it's not too big of an issue. We do have the Thunder, which is going to be doing a ton of damage, but potentially expecting a shield out of them. Yep, there it goes. I don't think they were expecting Thunder. They just wanted to shield it up anyways to just preserve it. Getting off another Surf here, taking us out. We're just going to go ahead and let the Uxie go down, no problem. Going in here with the Skarmory, and we're just going to farm it down. Beautiful. They're not able to get off another Surf, and they're going to be going in with their own Skarmory. We're going to swap right into our cast form here, and I do believe we're going to shield this up, preserving the health on it here, because we did have a decent lead with that Whimsicott. We know that there's 2 Pokemon on their team now that are going to be weak to fire, so we want to keep this thing alive as much as possible. They're going to be using their last shield. We're going to farm up here, seeing that those charms are actually going to be resisted, and we're going to be able to be a little bit safer farming it down all the way, it looks like. Okay, and now we have just about 3 Weather Balls ready to go, so this is absolutely going to be KOing after we get off the second one here. And again, cast form coming in clutch with the wins here. So if you're looking for some points for some Stardust or some potential legendary Pokemon, and you're trying to get your wins, maybe you want to go with that cast form. So we're met with a not so great lead. I decided to swap because, like we discussed in the beginning of the video, we do have 2 counters to the fighting, the Skarmory and the confusion on the Uxie, so we don't really need to worry about hard counters being, you know, instantly used, as opposed to dancing around and trying to line it up later, because we have another one. So we're up against the Skarmory here, which is actually really good for us, because the Uxie's not necessarily going to be great up against it, and it takes a while to get to Thunder here. So this is fantastic. And we have 2 shields left. Yes, we're being kind of stingy here, but that's fine. This thing is going to take out the Skarmory, and that's all we really need to worry about. Swapping our cast form in, trying to take it out. That Skarmory survives with 1 HP, unfortunately. And I was like, that's kind of a bummer. So we do have a Whiscash. This is not looking good for us because, well, this is not going to be very effective. And our Thunder on Uxie is also just going to be doing, it's not very effective, not neutral. It's not much because it is part ground. But since Pokemon Go is kind of weird, you have the water typing in there, so it is going to kind of do something. There is nothing that is purely resisted here in Pokemon Go, because they want you to keep going, I guess, right? They don't want to stop and stall. So we're going to call this just a Mud Bomb here, and we're going to have to start shielding things up. We're getting a little brave. Things are starting to add up here. Now we're going to be going for the Thunder, I guess. Let's see if we can just get a shield out of them, and we do. That's their last shield, and we still have 1 left. So what we're going to do is let this go through and then farm down, have energy ready to go. Let's see if we can take out whatever's in the back there. Still have 2 Pokemon left. It is going to be them a champ. So yeah, we're going to have to shield this up, obviously, even if it's a cross chop and not very effective. And getting a couple more, going for the Thunder here. This is going to be pretty close. Don't need to hit all of those. And we're taking the win. Looks, and you know, it was pretty close, but we had this. I just forgot how much health the Skarmory did have. So we're met with an Obstagoon. This is, we've seen this. I don't like it. Obstagoon is going to be able to win. I'm definitely not going to be using 2 shields right off the bat up against this thing. Although it is kind of threatening to my team. It is not going to be fighting. It is only dark and normal. So Skarmory's not like super effective or anything like that. Going for the Night Slash and getting a shield. Yeah, we have to. We don't want to be too vulnerable. The counter's still going to hurt the Skarmory, and then Night Slash is going to be doing nice neutral damage. So going to put up a little fight here, swapping into our Skarmory. See, the reason why I did that and lock myself in is because even with the cast form at that low of health, actually it's a little low right now, but maybe just a little bit more health. It's still going to be useful up against some things at the very end, you know. Maybe just a few embers onto a super effective steel type, or onto a charm user or something like that. But anyways, going up against this Skarmory here, we do have the Uxie, which is going to be able to go in here and maybe put in some work. We're going to have to do that at this point. Looks like we're going to be, oh, this is great. This is really good. When they throw their energy and you have pretty much none as well, and you can bluff that you do have energy and kind of like force them to throw their energy before they go down or have to use a shield. That's beautiful. So we're up against this Whiscash here. This is, we got our backs against the wall here, folks. This is not looking too great. So I don't know if we're going to be able to pull this one off here. Going for the Thunder. And as you can see, not very effective. And they still have 1 shield, so I don't know what they're... We're definitely not going to win this. We can't. But let's just see how this does play out. Can we confusion down? Unfortunately not. So close, yet so far. And Uxie goes down, and they have 1 shield and 3 Pokemon left. Hey, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Able to take 4 wins. Actually, we're going to be able to do 2 4-1 runs in this video here. And that's going to be this next 4-1 run that we're going to see. And we're met with a Skarmory. Let's go. I mean, you know, you already know what this is. This is fantastic. So expecting a swap here. Maybe they're just like, you know what, I'm going to have to go down with the ship. Looks like they are. And we're going to be getting off this Weather Ball. And we're getting that first shield here. Great. And we're also going to shield in return. We're going to be able to just simply outpace it. And that's a good thing here. So as you can see, already into the yellow. And we're able to get to another charge move here. And they're probably going to let this go through. Yep. Not going to be burning too. Going in here with the Scrafty, we're going to be able to do a little bit of chip damage with another Weather Ball. This is great. And we need to go in here with our Skarmory here. So we're just simply going to let this go down. They're throwing their energy. This is great. Power Up Punch. Yeah, that's, you know, obviously the correct move to throw. But now we have to worry about their attack doing even more damage. So they're going for a Foul Play. Nice neutral damage there. And we're trying to farm it down. We were able to. They have 1 shield going for the Sky Attack instantly, we don't care. We're locked in here, it doesn't really matter. It's an Ivysaur, so this is great. Getting to another one, they have no more shields left. This is beautiful. This is great, and we're going to be able to take the win with the Skarmory. Fantastic. The Uxie didn't even make an appearance in that last video, that last battle there. Alright, so we're met with the Mantine with our cast form. This is just, you know, real bad. We're going to be swapping, and they're going into an Obstagoon, and now you're going to be able to see what this looks like here, head to head. So we're going to let this go through, even though we're tanky, still doing a lot of damage, but we're still able to resist the counters here and take one more. Actually, you know, at this point, the counters have accumulated. Nope, we're definitely going to go down with one more. So not going to use a shield. It's not worth it. It's just going to simply be able to outpace us on the Thunder. So letting it go down. Going to go back in here with the cast form and just try to farm it down at this point. They're probably going to get... Nah, I don't think we can. Yep, they're going to get to another one. Exactly. So we're going to shield this up. But we're going to come out of this battle with a lot of energy. And swapping into our Skarmory here. And in the back, our cast form has almost 3 Weather Balls. Maybe like 2. So the Mantine. This is not too big of an issue for us. Expecting Bubble Beam. Trying to lower attack. Potentially get our shield. And there it is. And you got to make the call with a lot of these battles. Do they have, like, you know, a second charge move? You know, you have to always kind of play it like that. Unless it's something that costs like 75,000, that you can kind of think, you know, probably don't have that. So Whimsicott's coming in. They're letting it go through. We're going to be swapping into our cast form, and we're just going to do as much damage to that thing before we do go down here. And this is great. They're throwing their energy. Beautiful. And we still have a shield left. So this is looking hopeful. We're actually able to survive and get off another one here. Attack has been reduced, but still we're getting a shield out of them. So that's their last one. This is it, where Skarmory has the charge move ready to go. We're just going to go in here and use it. We're going to be able to take the win. So that was a horrible lead, and we're still able to pull that off. Fantastic. And let's see. So some of these battles are going to, well, these ones are going to be when I was at family's house. And I was kind of talking to people and not completely focused here. So I may have kind of some weird plays. All right. I'll show you up against the Haunter. It kind of surprised me. I wasn't hitting my charge move, and I was like, I had this battle, but I survived. You'll see. So up against the Cherrim here, we're going to be actually using a shield. That's fine. This thing is going to be spamming them like crazy here. Actually, another really good Pokemon. I was actually going to make a video on it, but Catch Cup, I want to make a ton of videos, but I'll pick and choose which ones I do because this is almost over. And yeah, anyway, down goes the Cherrim. We did use one shield, so today we want to swap into our Skarmory instantly here, looks like. And there we go. They have a Dugong back there. So, you know, this is not looking the best. Icy Wind. This is an Icy Wind. Okay, so they used an Elite TM on a Dugong. So, hey, it is what it is. Like we discussed, if you needed a Pokemon still that you didn't have, now's the time to make it. You're going to be able to have a leg up on a lot of people that have made things in the past. They're certainly not going to be making another one like a Legacy Dugong, for instance. They're going to definitely have the advantage here. So that's, yeah, well played. Going for another Sky Attack here. They're able to farm a little bit more, but we're going to be swapping. Looks like we're keeping that Skarmory alive with a like 5 HP here. And of course, they're able to get to another charge move. We are calling it, and it was just an Icy Wind. They did lower our attack, unfortunately. In comes the Haunter, and expecting a shield. Yeah, definitely. I mean, that thing can't take a hit for nothing. So we had that charge move. Did you see that? I was talking to somebody, and I didn't hit it. But, no, it was right there. Right. So now I hit it. Okay, wake up. And we're able to actually survive and get this off, taking the win. And the next Pokemon just goes down. So if you did enjoy this video, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.